Hey everybody, it is Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and I just got done filming and editing This Week in Gun News, and so I can finally get around to working on some projects that I've wanted to do here just kind of on my own. And one of those is going to be, I gotta turn this down a little bit, installing a Magpul bipod and vertical foregrip on the North Star Arms AR-15 that I got in. And before I do that, and I've talked about this before, one of the things I absolutely hate about Magpul products. Now, I love Magpul products in general, but one of the things I absolutely hate is this stupid Loctite that they put on all of their screws. They put on way too much, and it dries too hard. So if you try to install this without taking it off, it's almost impossible. You're going to cross thread. So I always have to take all these stupid screws and I have to burn off the Loctite. It's terrible. I have to burn this off, and then I got to clean this screw off. It's going to smoke here in a second. I have to do this to all 4 of these screws to install these items. I wish they would not put the Loctite on, and they would just allow us to put it on and maybe include a little bit of it in maybe like a small tube or something, and let us deal with it. Because if you don't burn it off, as I said, I can't get it on, especially when you're trying to install it on M-LOK rails. It's just too hard. It's impossible for me. So I just got to burn this stuff off one at a time. And so that's what I'm doing right now. But I also wanted to show you a couple things I got from HK today. I'll show you what I guess I'll say it's some swag, and then I'll talk about why patience, which I think is the theme of this video, is a virtue. I bought something from the HK store, and they always have those like clearance items. Well, I'll show you what I got here. I wanted one of these last year, but I never got around to buying it, but now they're on clearance. And I use a discount code. I got the new HK, I guess this is the 2020 HK Christmas ornament. I know, I wanted one. So I think originally they were like $29. Then they were on discount for, I don't know, like $10, and I got a discount code of like 25% off, so I got a good deal on that. And then they have these little patches. Now, when I say little, they're actually really tiny. On the website, they looked a lot bigger, so don't trust pictures that people send you and judge how big things are, because sometimes when you see them in real life, they're a lot smaller, and that's the case of these little tiny patches. I thought they'd be kind of big, but they are super duper tiny, and there's 4 of them in this little pack. So I'll still use them. There's still those nice PVC patches. I thought they were going to be bigger, but they're not. But that brings me to the item that I was really interested in, and that is I finally got an authentic HK vertical foregrip. Now, I have one on my UMP build. See if I can get this in focus here. But anyway, you know it's a real one because it's marked here on the side. And I have an aftermarket one which doesn't have that, but I wanted a real one because you guys know I'm a true collector. And these have been out of stock everywhere for months. And I eventually found one on Gunbroker. And somebody was asking like $100 for them. I think on HK Parts they're like $70. I was like, okay, I'll pay $100. So I bid on it. And then some jerk outbid me. I was like, okay, I'll go to $115. He kept outbidding me. Well, I was like, okay, I'm going to make him pay for it. I think I got all the way to $215. I was like, he kept outbidding me. So I let him have it at like $215 or $216 for a stupid vertical foregrip. But I made him pay for it. I was kind of playing a dangerous game because I knew I didn't want to pay that much. Well, the same seller put up another vertical foregrip and started the auction again at like $90 or something. So I bid. And the same jerk starts bidding on me again, or trying to bid it up. So this time, I knew how far he would go, so I bid it up to $225, and he still outbid me, and I let him have it. So he paid $450 for 2 of these. Well, I just bought one from HK directly because they finally came back in stock. They're listed on their website for $45, and I think I got like a 25% off coupon for it. So I paid like $37 for one of these. So I'm really happy with that. But some jerk paid $450 for 2 of them. Oh man, patience is a virtue. And that's one of the things in gun collecting I've learned. Sometimes you see things you can't pass on. You got to get that day, and you're willing to overpay. And then some things you got to let it go and go, I know that one day I'll be able to get whatever it is at a cheaper price. I just have to be patient. And this is one of those times where virtue, or patience is a virtue, because it paid off. So I was willing to pay, like, realistically $125 for one of those things because they were so hard to find. They were out of stock literally for months at every distributor, everybody that sold HK accessories. And finally HK got more of them, and I paid like $37 or something crazy like that. That's awesome. So patience is a virtue in gun collecting, but you got to know when to jump on it. So anyway, I'm just going to be out here for a little bit, getting to just do what I love to do by myself, be introverted, work on some guns, and not have to worry about filming, because that's already done in the can. I think this week's gun news is actually going to be pretty darn good. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So I hope you guys enjoy that. And then, of course, I just wanted to share this with you, some little behind-the-scenes stuff. Man, this magnetic bowl. All right, there we go. All right, so I'm going to keep working on these screws here and get this stuff installed, and hopefully you'll see it in an upcoming range report. All right, so let me know if you have any questions, and as always, thanks for watching.